Hello friends, today we're going to discuss about function and control flow in Rust. So let's begin. So the first thing is like how we can define the function. So for declaring the function, we have to start with the fn keyword. Okay, like in the case of other languages, like in the Python, we are using fun, and for other languages also we are using different type of keywords. Okay, but in the case of Rust, if you want to declare any function, you have to first declare it with the help of this keyword fn. Okay, and the next thing is if you want to create an the guidelines for creating the function is like whenever you want to create a function, it should be of snake case. So the snake case tell like the letter, the function name should not be a capital letter. Okay, and the function name, if you want a separation between two words, we have to use the underscore in that scenario. Okay, like in the case, like if I want to create a function that is a create object, so in that scenario I have to write it like this: create underscore object. Like this I have to declare. And the next thing is the parameter and return type are explicit type. Okay, and this means like whatever the declaration we have defined for the function, and it should be matched with the return type. I will give you an example of it. Let's go through it. Okay, I'm giving an example here. I have already writing a one math function, and for writing the function, first we have to define fn keyword. Okay, I write the fn keyword, and the function name is sum. Okay, and the argument is, it's having a two argument. One is a, which is of type i32, and the other is b, which is also type of i32. And this function is also returning a i32 value. So if I commented out these two statements and just writing this statement, then it should work. Okay, it will work. I will write like sum, and I'm passing value 3 and 4. Okay, and I will save it, and now I run it. Cargo run. Okay, okay, sorry, my bad. It will be returning a i30 value which I'm not printing. So for that I can directly use a printf, but for simplicity I will create it, I will store the result in a one variable, then I'm printing that variable. Let's suppose s, which denote to the sum, and it will be returning the sum inside this s variable, and then I will write print ln, and sum is, and s value. Okay, now it will be printing the sum of 3 and 4. Okay, now I will run it, and you can say it will giving the 7 value. Okay, that is exactly 3 plus 4 is 7. Okay, and this thing will be executed properly because the return type i32 when we add it, it's becoming an i32. Okay, and the defined type, the return type is i32, this value is i32, and the return type is also i32. Okay, and now let's make the things little bit complicated, and for that I will comment it out, and I will explicitly defining the let keyword which is of type i8. Okay, and I'm assigning the value 3. Okay, if I want to run this code, you will see the compiler error. Okay, and it is explaining like expected i32 found i8. Okay, so it will be not do the auto casting in case of return. This is the simple thing that I want to explain. There is a one more thing that is also about the function I want to tell you. I will be commenting out. Yeah, okay. So in Rust supporting like auto return, and for that you can say, if I declare one function, and same function, you can say inside the same function sum, if I return this return value, then it also worked. And for that, what I have to do, I have to remove the semicolon. You should always remember, whenever you are put a semicolon, it will be becoming an expression. Okay. No, sorry, not expression. It's becoming a statement. Okay. Let me comment it out. Okay. I have to return, I have to remove the return value, and then I just have to write it like this. Okay. So basic idea about it. And if you see, if I try to run this code, now you can see it is giving us the 7 value. That is the same thing. Okay. And if for that we have to remember one thing, and for that we have to remember one thing. It should not end with semicolon. Okay, it should not be end with semicolon, and also it should be last statement. Okay, last statement. Okay, these are the two category, and if we're defining these two category, then in that case we don't have to write the return value. Okay, if we declare it like this, it will be accepting, it will be treating this value as a return value. I think it's becoming a bit complicated, but for that I will give you one more example. Check. Okay, I32, and this thing will returning a bool value. Okay, let's suppose if the value of I equals to 1, in that scenario I will be returning true, and else I'm returning the false. Okay, here, okay, I will be save it. Okay, here we are doing explicit return. Okay, here we are doing explicit return, and here it is doing implicit. Okay, implicit return. Implicit return means like the Rust compiler itself is treating this value as a return value. Okay, and here we are explicitly defining you have to return from this statement, so that the below statement will not be executed. Okay, this is how we are doing in the Rust. So this is an example that I have shown you. Add example. Okay, so let's move to the next topic. I think these all I have covered all these things, and this is also being cleared by everyone. If you have any issues, any things, you can comment me out, and I will sure give you a proper guidance, or providing you the solution. Okay, so let's move to the expression and statement. Okay, previously I have defined you like what is expression. I just give you a glimpse of it. Okay, now I will be in the detail, I will explaining like what is the statement and what is an expression. So first of all, we have to see a statement. Statement perform an action but does not return a value. Okay, statement will perform an action. I will highlight the main things. It's perform the action, it's perform an action, and does not return a value. Okay, what does it? I will make it a simpler. In the case, let's suppose I will be writing x equals to 5. Okay, this is an statement. The first condition is like it is performing an action. It is performing an action means like it will be assigning the 5 value to the x variable. This is an action. Okay, and the another thing, it does not return a value. Okay, for this, if I'm writing this thing like I have writing a function, let's suppose its name is abstract. Okay, and I will be giving a value v. Sorry for this. I will be giving a value v of I32, and this is an abstract value v of value I32, and it should not be written like this. I don't have to write it like this. Let y equals to v. Okay, here you can see I will be returning this statement. So this thing is not allowed because this thing is performing the action, and I'm trying to return it. Okay, this statement is getting failed in that scenario, returning a value. Okay, so this thing is not allowed. Okay, we are calling a statement which is performing the action and also does not return a value. Okay, does not return a value means like once we have complete this statement, this complete statement is not returning any value. Okay, we can write return in front of it, basically in the simple word. Okay, this is the one thing. And also I will they here they have not mentioned about it. The statement should always be end with the semicolon. Okay, for identifying a statement we have to first look into it and then see like it should be end with the semicolon. This is the thing we have to keep in our mind. So let's begin with the expression. Okay, expression evaluate to a value. Okay, what was expression? It will be giving us the value. In the case if I'm writing like this, okay, I will be giving an example of it. Okay, that will be like easier for you to understand. For that I will be removing it. It is a completely a live demo. Okay, if you have some issue you can comment me out. Okay, and after some time I will be also trying to go live. Okay, once these things are getting some like and getting motivated, so I'm looking for it. Okay, so first thing first, we'll see statement. Okay, statement have a two conditions, and we have already read about it. Statement have a two condition. It is performing the action. Action is performed, and second thing, the first of all, it will be perform the action, and second, it does not return value. Okay, these two things we have to remember. Okay, I'm giving an example of it. Let y equals to 5 4. Okay, this is an example of it. Okay, here you can see this is a statement. We are calling it statement because it is performing, this complete statement is performing some action. The action is the 4 value will assign to the v variable. Okay, and it does not return the value, and if I'm trying to write it like this, okay, this thing will not work out. Or you can say, if I'm trying to write it like this, I'm giving one more example. Okay, if I'm trying to write it like this, let a be equals to let v, this thing is also not work because this statement this statement is not returning anything. Okay, so that's why we are calling it as an statement. Now move to another thing, that is expression. So the expression is, here you can see I have declared expression is evaluating to a value. Okay, we are doing the evaluating the value. Okay, so if I'm writing something like let b equals to v plus 3. Okay, and now in that okay, I will make it more simpler for you. Let mut b equals to 10 and wait, and b equals to v plus 11. Okay, In that scenario, you have to tell me what is this. This is a statement or expression. Take some time, think about it. Okay, and some people are saying correct because this is a statement. Okay, this is a statement because here we are here the action will be performing, and the action is what, this value v plus 11 will be giving to the b value. So this is an statement. Okay, and the expression is this v plus 11. Okay, in this we are evaluating the value. We are evaluating like what is the value, and we can also write it like this: v plus 11. If we are doing this, this is a similar thing we are doing in the we are doing in the previous example of our sum. After the sum, the last statement that we are running, it is an expression type. I'll give you an example of it. Fn, I will write sum, and this will be returning I32. And if I write 1 plus 5, sorry, 1 plus 4, okay, which is giving us a 5. Now this is an expression, okay, because here we are doing the evaluation of value. Okay, I think this, from this point we are cleared. Okay, let's move to the next topic, and that is a block. A block can contain expression and return the last evaluated value. Okay, this is also like work similarly that we have doing for the function, but the difference is we in the function we have to it should be start with the fn keyword, but in the block we can't do it. It should be start with the curly braces. Okay, so let's move it. Block. Okay, and now I'm giving you an example of block. For block, what we have to do, we have to declare it like this. Okay, and here we can perform different type of thing, and we can assign some value. Let a equals to a b c, some random value, and we can declare let I equals to 3 to 3. And what the actual thing is, if I'm not returning anything, I think in the last function method I have not tell you this thing. And the thing is, you have to first remember one thing. If we are writing some method, like I have write this abc, and we have write it like this. Okay, here I am not giving any return type, so the default return type, I will write it down: function that does not have the return type contains the default return type, which is tuple. Okay, tuple means will be returning this thing. Okay, this is the default. I will be writing down for you, which is this. Okay, this is the default value, tuple. Okay, so that is the thing I want to let you know that I missed out. Okay, the similar thing will be doing for the uh, this block also. Okay, if I writing something like 1 plus 2, and it should not be end with semicolon. If we are making some expression, and if we are not ending it with semicolon, then it will be treating as a return value. Okay, in that scenario, this is a return value of this block. Okay, I will be writing like this: let b equals to this. Okay, because now this block becoming a statement, and statement should end with semicolon. Okay, now this thing will be worked. This is an example of block. Okay, block should be start with curly braces. We can define the block like this, and we can define it like this also, and I will just do the copy paste. Okay, I can do the copy paste of it, and whatever the logic I want to make it, I can make it inside the block. And the thing that we have defining here, the block variables like a and b, we can't access it. A and I is not accessible because the scope of this a and I is only at the line inside the block only. Okay, it will be not being exposed, or like the scope will be getting end at line number the scope will be starting from 33 and end at the 36 line number. Okay, inside here only. Okay, it will be not exposed here. Okay, these are the things that belongs to the block. Okay, now let's move to the next thing, that is our if statement. Okay, so if statement is similar that we have in other languages, and it will also working like similar that is being doing in the other languages also, and I will also give you an example of it. Okay, I'll be removing it. If anyone wants my code, please comment me out. Okay, so that the next time when I'm creating the video, I will also I will also sharing my code on the GitHub. Okay, please let me know like if someone wants it. Okay, I will be for if statement. Let's suppose I am defining a value. Okay, value of type 32, and if I want to check like, let's suppose it is a mutable value, and hmm, and we are performing some operation b plus equals to 21, and for if I want to check like it is odd and even, first of all the one thing that is being common with all if condition is like it should be a boolean type. Okay, whatever the whatever the expression will be returning, it should be a boolean. So we have to check like if v modulus 2 equals to 0. Okay, if it is an odd, oh, sorry, if it is an even, so we will print like even value, and else we will writing println odd value. Okay, that's how we are defining our if condition. But in the case of Rust, you can all this is first of all notice this is a working program. Okay, this is example of if condition. Okay, now I'm giving another example. Okay, this is also an example of if condition. Okay, here instead of giving the printf, I will be returning a value that is even, that is odd, and I will be saving this in some ret means return. Okay, this is an this complete thing is an statement, not this complete thing is an statement, so statement should be end with semicolon. Okay, and I can also write println value is okay, so I will be run it. Okay, in the first return type is this. Okay, this example, and the other one is this one. Okay, here what we are doing, we are returning the values in the if condition that is being stored in the RET value, RET variable. Okay, I think I have covered everything. If you have any question, any doubt, you can anytime comment me out. Okay, let's move to the next topic. That is our match statement. So match is an very helpful thing inside the Rust. Okay, and it is very important. Okay, and it is not the similar thing in the case of Java we are using the switch, so we don't have to think is like it is similar to the switch. Okay, it is a bit advanced of switch, you can say. Okay, the first thing is match is using the pattern matching. Okay, it is not working as an if else condition, it will be doing the pattern matching. And the similar thing is like it is similar to switch but safer and more powerful. Okay, it's behaving like in small switch, but it is like it is very powerful, and I'm giving an example of it. Okay, so let's begin. Wait. Okay, so let's suppose let age equals to 20. Okay, and I can do it like matching. Okay, match age. Okay, then I will be writing if age is 0, then I will be writing something like print. Wait, it should be wait like this. Okay, print ln age is 0. Okay, comma 1. So 1 also we have to write like this. We can do it with age is 20. And for rest of the things we have to declare it like this, underscore. Okay, it is work as a default value that we have in other languages. Default value age is not known. Okay, let's suppose the time being we're writing like this. Okay, here we are doing the pattern matching. So the pattern matching is like we have this age. Okay, it will be matching it with these values. Okay, 0, 1, 20. Okay, and then we have an underscore. This we are using for the default value. Okay, let's suppose the age is 2, 3, 4, 5, or anything else, 101, whatever it is. So all these value went to the age here, this statement. Okay, and we can also perform range is it's also supporting the range. Okay, and, for this same example I can do it like this also. Age, I will be writing 0 dot equals to 20. Okay, 0 to 20. If the age is 0 to 20, I can return something. Print ln means like allowed, and for you can say for 21 to 40. Print ln, we can define premium or whatever we can say, like we can from the 40 to 400. Super premium. Okay, we can do all these things with the age. But if you see one thing, here I'm getting the error. If I'm trying to run my code, cargo.run, I'm getting this pattern I32 minimum -1 and 400. These things, these cases are not covered. Okay, that's why we are calling it a pattern matching. It will be match all the pattern for this age. The value for this age, this integer type, that is of I32, is ranging from 0 to the maximum value of I32 bit. Okay, it will be trying to cover all those range. Okay, for that we also define the default value, otherwise it will be giving us the value. And if you guys facing some issue with the, I know like most of the people are facing issue in the pattern matching. If you're also facing some issue, you can comment me out. I will be create a separate video on this topic because it is a huge way. It is a very huge topic. Okay, it's also required advanced knowledge about it for the pattern matching, and it will be taking a lot of time. So that's why I'm not covering right now in this tutorial. Okay, let's this is how that's how we can do the matching. Okay, so let's move to the next topic. That is a loop, while and for loop. Okay, in the Rust is providing three types of loop. That is a itself is a loop, and then we have a while, and then we have a for. Okay, I'm also giving an example of it, but before that I want to clear one thing. And if you want to declare any infinite loop, okay, until a explicit broken, okay, for in that case scenario we can use a loop. Okay, and if you want to have a loop, if you want to have a loop which will be working on some condition, in that scenario we can use the while loop. Okay, and if you want to iterate over some range or some collection, for that the recommended thing is for loop. You should have to use the for loop. Okay, I will be giving you an example of all these things. Wait, let's move to the Visual Studio. Okay, first of all, if you want to create a loop, we just have to create the loop. Println hello. This is an infinite loop. Okay, infinite loop. Okay, and if you want to add some condition, let's suppose infinite loop. Let mut uh, break condition. This is a break condition, or you can say this is an counter simply. This is an counter, and which we are increasing here. Okay, and it's being increasing at all the statements. And if you want, like if the counter reach the value that is 5, you can say okay, so we can break it like this. That is a similar thing. The break statement is working as it's working in the other languages. It will be break this statement, and will start from the 12. Okay, line number 12. The code should be start from the line number 12, and this loop will be getting break. That is a similar thing or that is already mean in other languages. Okay, so let's move to the while. Okay, for while we can write like while counter is less than 10. Okay, if the counter is less than 10, we'll performing it like print ln and waiting. Okay, Here also we can do. Okay. If you want some condition, okay, if you want some condition in the while, uh, in the loop, not in the while. If you want some condition in the loop, so we can use a while. If you want keep on checking some condition and then executing the block, so in that scenario we have to use the while loop. So let's move to the for loop. For loop basically we are using for the range and the collection. If we have some data that's being coming from the array, okay, or similar thing from the collection, and for that we have to use the for loop. It is a recommended way inside the Rust. For that we can, I will give an example. I from I to 5. Okay, I to 5, print ln uh, value of I is, okay. Mm, okay, okay, sorry, my bad. It should be like this: if condition doesn't contain this, this uh, if condition should be declared like this. Okay, here you can see. Okay, I'm printing the count value also here. Counter in for loop, and then I'm printing its value, that is counter. Okay, waiting in while loop, and then its value is, okay. Here you can see it is running the while loop. First it is running the loop, okay, and then it's running in the while loop, and then this is an example of for loop. Okay, currently that is all. Okay, I have covered all the topics related to it, and if you have any issues, if you have any doubt, please don't hesitate. You can comment me out anytime, and I will surely help you out. And if it is required more discussion, I will be creating a separate video on this on the topic that you have given. Okay, thank you everyone. Thank you for giving me your time. Thank you.